Here's why you're never going to win an argument against a narcissist. They operate with black and white thinking. So I'm going to give you 3 ways that this shows up in your relationship. And then I'm going to finish off with why they do this. The first way that this shows up is extreme polarization. You're either with me or against me. You're either completely supportive and validating or you're their adversary. You're threatening them, right? There's no middle ground. One minute you're perfect, the next minute you're worthless. But this is that cycle of idealization and devaluation. That cycle is based on their perceived compliance or deviation from their expectations. And that's why you see them get so caught up with whose fault everything is, right? Why they're always trying to place blame somewhere. It's either all your fault or all their fault. But nothing can be their fault because that threatens their self-image. There's no gray area. There's no shared responsibility. Now, the second way that this shows up is unwavering beliefs. I'm right, you're wrong. They're not going to consider alternate perspectives. They don't want to know what you think. If they don't know everything, that's a threat to their self-image. You might see this kind of attitude of like, if you disagree with me, then you're against me. Criticism and disagreements, those are personal attacks, don't you know? It's a threat to their authority and to their superiority. You're the best thing to ever happen to them until you're the worst thing to ever happen to them. They oscillate between idealizing you and demonizing you. They just cannot maintain a balanced view. Now, the final way that this black and white thinking appears is just an overall lack of nuance. I just realized I'm wearing black and white. How perfect. So for a narcissist, you're going to see like everything is perfect or it's a disaster. They have no appreciation for nuances, complexities. Everything is either an absolute success or an absolute failure. So let's stay on that for a second. If you don't meet their expectations constantly, you're a failure. But to go with that, they also set up completely unrealistic expectations. Being with a narcissist means you're tasked with meeting unmeetable expectations. And they're actually really unmeetable. The goalpost is always moving. I'm the victim, you're the perpetrator. Any adversity, any conflict to them, that's evidence. See, I'm the victim. They are always going to refuse to acknowledge their role. So they do this because of grandiosity and entitlement, lack of empathy, lack of emotional regulation, control and dominance, and the last one is cognitive distortions. They put everybody in a category of good or bad, black or white. So while on one hand, this whole thing of black and white thinking serves to uphold their inflated ego and their grandiose thinking, but it also contributes to all of their interpersonal conflicts. It's why they're so emotionally unstable and just have one failed relationship after the other.